T-Pain.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. About to have the parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a Focus.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
Baby, we make magic. Come home with a thug, let's get cracking. Always well, baby, cause happen. She got the back seat, just a freak in the mood. Hopped in the tray, just to let the top back and thank God for the day. Who gives a what a hater gotta say? I made a couple $1 million last year. Still in the streets, strapped with them things. She in love with a G, so she tatted my name. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. 10 black Maybachs back to back in the lane. I'ma make it rain, then I'ma make it back. You are just a lame little homie, that's a fact. Working with the police, acting like you know me. Fresh out of jail.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And the clock ticking down to tip off. Kenny, you won 2 championships, might I remind you, back to back. Explain to us the makeup of a champion.
Well,
and not the makeup you're wearing right now.
I never.
But the makeup of a championship team.
However, number one is the belief. You have to believe and trust in your teammates. Trust is the most important thing. And most people think trust comes from on the offensive end, but it's trust on the defensive end. Meaning, Ernie, if I'm going to send you baseline, I said that's the game plan. I have to trust that my teammate's going to be there. And I'm going to do it regardless if he misses his assignment 1 or 2 times. That's the trust you have to have.
Ernie, you know why I like drinking Shaq Fu Punch?
Why?
Because it's about finding the right mix. So in basketball terms, it's about coaches, star role players. Everything has to be working together.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series. Now Heat leading by 3. Freak, he's in at point guard. Anthony is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade, and it's Laverne in at the 5. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And for the Pacers, they're shooting around 29% from the floor. A tough night for them all around on the offensive end. And there's the pass to Crabbe. 5 on the clock. He dishes it to George. Miami grabs the miss. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Yo, look towards the darkness. Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what the? Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man, that's a black hole. Yo, it's.
I leap over lies in the...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they've started the season with 2 wins and 2 losses. Not stupendous, but there have been some positive moments in those 2 wins that they might be looking to duplicate here tonight. Well, the Pacers certainly have the defensive side of the game down pat. Very strong defense for them for several seasons running. The problem, Shaq, the offense, how do they make the most of their possessions?
Well, they don't have the personnel to get out and run, so they need to be very smart, especially when
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. The action tonight will be happening out in Dallas, where the Mavericks will be going up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been?
MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much. But no, his teammates say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
We've got basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. For the Miami Heat, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Indiana Pacers. That one was real close, too. They lost by just 2 points.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that...
Roten's checked in for Anthony, and Freak subbed in for Corey Joseph. On the floor for Miami, Freak, he's in at the point. Laverne is out there with Quincy Ace. Then it's Tony Roten, and it's Bazemore at the small forward position. Kicks to Noel. Pass to Reeves. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Farley. An easy 2 points on the layup. Noel's got his second basket of the night.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Freak. Miami no good on that time either. Mavericks trailed by 4. Pass to Reeves. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Heat lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancer.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though, Greg. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, Nerlens Noel is out there with Trevor Booker. And it's Reeves in at the 1. There's a screen by Noel. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Booker. Booker's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Mavs. Tipped away and stolen by Booker. He nails it, and we're tied up. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Here's Farley. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track. And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply. You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Here's Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. 4th, Nerlens Noel.
You know, he was a consistent shot blocker because he got his hands on shots that looked like they were free and clear, and then boom, he'd come out of nowhere and deny it.
Touch my sliders.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Winslow's checked in for Quincy Ace. Anthony comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Tony Wrote. Powell, that's good.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Shot to stop the run. Offensive rebound, Heat. Goes back up. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here is Adams. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto. Just 5 on the clock. Parsons' shot is off.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And stolen by Parsons. And the foul called on Freak. That is...
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que com a sua face, tudo que eu pedisse só você que me desce. Aí pensando desse esse 4 faz. mas que pena, já era, já era, já era. Não deixo mais aquela tão bela.
Welcome, everyone. So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. He'll have 60 seconds to get off 25 shots from beyond the arc.
Yeah,
with a huge score, 26 points. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
Yeah, he just needed to get warmed up a little bit in that round. He got his misses out of the way early and then found his...
You know, this is really a very...
The round comes to a close, and he's at 22 points. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
He lit it up big time. That was some silky smooth shooting all the way through.
Yeah, his stroke looks great.
And so we'll see Stanley Johnson.
I'll tell you one.
Yeah, I think it's the hardest thing, Clark, because you're just not used to taking 25 shots in 1 minute. I mean, nobody does that. Even in practice, you don't really do it that way. So it's a very foreign feeling when you're out there, and you've got to maintain that focus.
He's got 5. Now with 6. Honeyball, no good. 7 points. 8 points.
These last few shots have been beautiful, pretty to watch. 7 more points and he'll move on.
It's up to his 6th consecutive make. He needs 6 points more to advance. Now 14, 1 rack left.
2 more to stay in it.
Now up to 18.
And now he's tied for 3rd.
Couldn't finish it off, but still put up an impressive number. He comes away with a score of 21 on the round. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Well, the key was, Kevin, he took 6 out of a possible 10 points from the money balls. And those are huge points. You've got to take advantage of them, and he did.
Thompson's got the bars set pretty high for himself in the finals after blowing away the competition in the first round, guys.
And just amazing scores up to this point. I mean, these guys have pushed each other to new heights this year. I love it.
Well, this is what you hope for coming into the shootout. Great shooters at the top of their game battling it out.
And here we go with Freak. He had the lowest score of all the qualifiers, so he goes first. Let's see if he can kick it up a few notches. 7 points.
Well, he's off to a decent start, guys.
He's got 8. Now 9 points. Good rack right there. 4 points total. He's got 12. Matches 13. He's at 14.
Good momentum here to close it out.
Up to 15 now. He's got 16. Now with 17. He finishes the round with 17 points. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
I was impressed just with his poise, guys, because he stayed on a very even keel from one rack to the next.
You know, on the 4 times...
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious? And he's got 15 points when the round ends. And that'll do it for this year's Foot Locker three-point contest. There are very few players from any era capable of...